Video games, 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 and more games. What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be going through all the video games that I recently found in a storage auction. Now this is a huge collection of games. You got some more of the old school ones like the Super Nintendo, and this is a little bit older like the Wii. You got the PlayStation 2, you got the Nintendo Wii U, you got the Nintendo DS, you got the original Ps1, you got the Gameboy Color, and you got the Wii U console, and you got the Nintendo 3DS. Just a massive amount of games, and I love this collection. This is the type of collection that you hope to find in every unit that has video games in it, because there's just so many things. And as I can immediately tell from looking through it, this guy loved Pokemon. There's a lot of Pokemon stuff, and right now in the market, Pokemon is extremely hot. People love Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. They can't stop talking about it, and they're buying Pokemon cards. So to get you started, I want to go through it kind of quickly because it's a huge collection and there's a lot to go through. But the first thing that we have here is this Nintendo bag. And what I like about the bag is that it's a really cool, unique accessory, and you can tell that's a little bit older. It's got the backpack thing to it, so you can sling it around like a backpack. And you can carry all your Nintendo DS stuff in there, or you can carry whatever you want in there, but it's really cool. Now after the backpack, we got the Super Nintendo. Now the Super Nintendo came with one controller, a few games, and the connections. You can tell that it's starting to discolor a bit, and that's just what happens when, well, the video game isn't taken care of. Unfortunately, I tried to connect it and play it, but it's not working. It could be that it's just too old already. It could be that it's too dirty. I tried to open it up, or I did open it up, and I checked it out on the inside. It looks really clean, but just for some reason, it's not working. But that's okay, because you can still sell it. You have to be honest with the person and you tell them that it's not working. But, collectors or someone that can repair it, it's a Nintendo and they love Nintendo. So this is something that can definitely still be sold even if it's not working. Now the games that go with it, I got a stack of them here. And like I said, since, the Super Nintendo isn't working, I can't try the games. But we got Kirby's Avalanche, Tecmo Super Bowl, Spawn, Super Mario Kart, and Zool. Now out of all these games, I think Super Mario Kart is the best one. Mario Kart is extremely popular among collectors. Anything Mario in general. People love Mario as well as Pokemon. So, as far as deciding, I could either find a way to test these games, or I could sell them as is. If I'm going to sell them as is, the price may have to be a little bit lower, because there's always the chance that it may or may not work. But either way, it's still a great find in my opinion. Now after the Super Nintendo, we got the 3DS. And this is a nice little 3DS here. I tried it, played some video games on it, and this one in fact is working. And along with the 3DS, I do have the box that goes with it. So that's like an extra added bonus, because it's always good to have those little accessories to make it as original as possible. I know these 3DSs still have a bit of value to them because they're new, and this one's just in great condition. It needs to be wiped down a little bit, but as far as I can tell, it seemed to be working just fine. And I was playing a little bit of Mario Kart on it. It came with these games right here. I got them set aside. And we got Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Mario Kart 7, SpongeBob, Punch Time Explosion, and another copy of Mario Kart 7. So back to what I said before, you know, Mario is extremely popular. So having these games, these two Mario Karts, that's a huge help because it's going to help sell it. Now after my 3DS, we got the Wii U. And this is a newer game as well. Not the newest, but not too old. And this thing, I've been playing it already. It's in great condition. Everything seems to be working. You got the controller pad, you got the console, you got the sensor bar, you got some controls that go with it, and you know, it's great. It doesn't have any of the CDs, but if you look through it, you can tell that there's plenty of games installed, and that's a huge bonus because it's just going to be, you're going to be able to sell the console a lot easier if it's already got games on it. And this one's got some good games on it. It's got Zelda Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. You got another Mario Kart game here, Mario Kart Super Circuit. You got Mario Party 2, a fantastic game for the Nintendo 64. You got Mario Party DS, Mario Advanced, Pokemon Rangers, Super Mario RPG, Mega Man, Pinball, and Super Mario Bros. 2. Just great. And that's not all the games, but if you want to see all the games, you got to get the console connected. I've tested it, I've played it, it seems to be working, and you know, this is just a great addition. This is gonna, you know, in my mind, this is at the very least $100 just for this console alone. Now as I turn this off and we go to the next thing, we got a whole bunch of Game Boy Advance games here, and I haven't tested any of them, but I want to separate what really caught my attention. Now what really caught my attention out of all these Game Boy games is Pokemon, and Pokemon. Like I said earlier, you know, the Pokemon market is on fire right now, and right here we have Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Fire Red, and Pokemon Sapphire. A listing like this that I looked up on eBay sold for $280. So that is a great sign that these games are desirable. Now a few things you need to know about these games is that there's a lot of reproductions going on. So you need to be able to tell if you have the original or if you have a reproduction. I haven't gone into the full research of it yet, but I believe that these games are original just because the collection itself had a lot of original and older games in it. And you know, when you have the old games, it can be very easy to tell, you know, that these things have been here for a long time. You got the old PlayStation, you got some of the old accessories, and in my mind, there's no doubt that these are the original games. Now another thing that many people might not know about these Pokemon games is that there's a little battery inside of the cartridge. So you need to be aware that if you're trying to get full value for these games, that there's a save feature on Pokemon. And if the battery is dead inside the game, the video game isn't going to save. So you know, if you're playing for 2 or 3 hours and then you save it and you turn it off, when you turn the game back on, it's not going to save. The save is going to disappear. So that's one of the things that affects the value of these Pokemon games. And like I said, if you're trying to get full value, you need to pay attention to all these small details. But these 3 games alone, $280 on eBay, free shipping. There's fees that you have to pay, but this is just a great find. These are the small games that you need to research, and there's just so much to learn. But you need to know what's valuable and what isn't. Not everything has the same amount of value as other things might. I'm going to set these games aside, But let me give you a quick count of all the Game Boy Advance games that I see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We got 18 Game Boy Advance games. So the Pokemon alone those are good, but we have even more to go with that. And as we go on to Game Boy, I want to show you this Game Boy Color. Now this isn't just, a regular Game Boy Color. This is the Pikachu edition Game Boy Color. And it's great because you can see here that it's got Pikachu and Pichu. So this collector, he really loved Pokemon because there's just so much Pokemon in it. And it's the little things like this that can really give a better value. It can add a lot of value to the game because it gives it a uniqueness as to not just being, any type of just plain old Game Boy Color. This is the Pikachu Game Boy Color. Now, one of the problems that I came across with this though is that when I opened it up, the batteries were all rusted and they leaked on the inside. So this might have damaged it. There's things that you can do to try cleaning it, but I don't know if it's going to work. These coils here are extremely rusted, so I'm going to take some alcohol to it and I'm going to try to clean them off, but it's not guaranteed that it's going to work. Either way, it's a win because people love Pokemon. And yes, it may not work, but you can sell it as is, untested, not working. Just because it's not working and you can't play it doesn't mean that somebody isn't going to want it just to, have it on their shelf. Or they can even fix it themselves. Or I can choose to fix it. There's so many different things that you can do when you're playing these games, when you're trying to sell them. There's just so many ideas. So it's really up to what you want to do, how fast you want to sell it. You got options. It's about, thinking outside of the box, coming up with ideas. But as I set this down, I'm going to go on to my next one, which is the PlayStation 1. Now check this out. I actually used to have this one when I was growing up. But with this, you can play it like this, where you hook it up on the TV, or one of the other models came with a 5-inch screen. So this doesn't have the 5-inch screen, but it does have the connections, and I do have controllers for it. This is a cool little find, but I do need to test it to see if it's going to work. Is it not going to work? It's a process, but it's all good because the collection itself, it's a great collection. So as I go on, I want to show you this other accessory. This is a little Pikachu Pokemon bag. Now inside of this was the Game Boy. And it might not be worth a lot, but it's just very cool and very unique, and it's Pokemon. So whenever you have Pokemon right now, you can't go wrong with Pokemon. Over here we have connections. Right here I got the iToy. This is the PlayStation 2 iToy. Never used it. I don't know if it's worth a whole lot, but it's still got that little unique factor to it that a collector might want to add. There's so many things that have been made for these game systems. People are always looking for something different, something unique, something they haven't seen, something hard to get. It's just the little things that make the whole collection better. And if we want to talk about more unique things, this is, I would say that this is also unique as well. And this is the action replay for the Nintendo DS. So with this one right here, it's a little cartridge, and this immediately caught my attention because you just don't see this very often. You hook this into the DS, and with this, it's basically just for putting in codes, for cheating, unlimited health, unlimited lives. but you just don't run across them that often. Don't know if it works, and I know that a CD comes with it and a cable. Unfortunately, I didn't find the CD or the cable, but that doesn't mean you can't sell it. You can sell it untested, as is. I saw one that was complete, used, that sold for $70. So you know that this still has some value to it just because of the uniqueness of it. Right here we have a Wii U controller, and this is really cool. It's see-through. I thought it was for the Xbox at first, but after reading the back of it, it is for the Wii U, and the Wii U has been tested, the controller has not yet, but it's just great. The more accessories, the more games, the more things that you can add to your system, the more value, obviously, that it's going to give it. Here we have a pair of gaming headphones, and I believe that they are for the PC. Now, I looked them up real quick, and these headphones aren't exactly hundreds and hundreds of dollars top of the line, but just the fact that they're in the box, that they look to be in good condition, you know, it's nice. It's nice to have original packaging, original boxes, good condition. May not get a whole lot of value for it, but it's definitely nice to have nice things. The sensor bar, I have two sensor bars, one for the original Wii and one for the Wii U. I'm very happy that they both came. Sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't, but if you don't have them, there's not much you can do with the systems, so definitely helpful that they came with the systems. And as I'm still talking about the Wii, there is the original Wii that I found as well. I have not gotten the chance to test it, but this is the original that came out, and you can tell that it's the original because if you open it right here, there are the Nintendo GameCube switches, or the ports, so you can hook up your Nintendo GameCube. Didn't find any GameCube things, but it's okay because I found a lot of Wii and a lot of other things. Now this is the more desirable Nintendo because it has the GameCube ports on it and you can play GameCube games on it. After a while of selling these, Nintendo got smart and they said, we're going to take these off and you can no longer play the GameCube. If you want to play the GameCube, you need to go and buy the GameCube. So, you know, right or wrong, that's what Nintendo decided to do. And after this model, you can no longer play the GameCube on it. In my opinion, this is the more desirable Wii because it has the GameCube connections. Over here I have a stack of Nintendo DS games, and this is just great. The more games, the better chance you can sell it, the more money you can get, the more desirable it is. I'm not going to go through everything, but we have Lego Indiana Jones, M&M's, and coming up here, guess what? We have more Pokemon. Pokemon, and Pokemon. Let's see. We got Pokemon Ranger, Pokemon Explorers of Time, Pokemon Pearl, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Explorers of Darkness. And what I really love about these Pokemon games is that when you open them up, everything's in there. You got the game, you got the original manual, and you got the case, of course. And it's those little details that add a lot of value. You're going to be able to get a lot more. You're probably going to be able to sell it faster if you have the case, the manual, and the game. Now, if you just have the game, that's good. But, you know, as a collector, the collector's market for everything, and Pokemon is where it's at right now. So all these Pokemon games have the games, the manuals, the cases. It's a great addition to the collection. As far as selling it goes, you know, you can sell, there's so many ways you can do it. You can sell all the Pokemon games together. You can sell them individually, sell them as a lot, sell them with the other games. eBay, Facebook, Craigslist. There's a lot of different ways about doing it. You just got to be creative. You got to find what works best for you. Over here we have the original. I think this is the original Nintendo DS. No. This might be about the second or third version of the DS. And I'm going to zoom in. They added some stickers to it, which make it look pretty cool. But we do have a problem here, because when you open it up, the top screen is working, bottom screen has some damage. So this will affect the value, but I'm not too concerned, because it's, people will buy them broken, people will buy them for the looks, to repair them. You just need to be honest, and you need to tell them exactly what it is, what's wrong with it, and what it's not. So, unfortunately, it didn't work, but we have other things that work, and it is what it is. You can't have everything perfect, but I'm happy. I'm still happy with the collection here. As we go on, I need to finish continuing with these DS games. We got Sonic, we got Lego, we got another Pokemon game that I missed. We got Sim Creator, Tiger Woods, Sim City. Just a huge amount of Nintendo DS games. Since the Nintendo DS isn't working, fortunately, I can put this with the Nintendo 3DS. And the Nintendo 3DS plays 3DS games, and it plays the original DS games. So I got lucky there, but it's good, and it works. Over here, let's see, we got the little stand, recharges the controllers, and we got the rechargeable batteries. Haven't gone and tested yet, but even if the recharging doesn't work, I'm sure I can put just normal batteries in there, and that will work. We got some PC games, nothing too crazy, but I like them just because they're a little bit different. Harry Potter, 4th grade adventures. That's crazy because I actually had this game when I was in 4th grade. So it's just a little crazy to see. We got Nickelodeon, SpongeBob. Not a whole lot of value here, but still just a little bit different. Something that caught my eye. Something that I wanted to show y'all. Over here we got nunchucks. We got these really cool books here. We got Guinness World Record 2011 Gamers Edition. We got another World Record 2010 Gamers Edition. And then we got Cool Stuff, How It Works. And we got the PS Vita on the front. So gaming, it doesn't just have to be the video games. It can be books. It can be accessories, bags, stuffed animals, controllers. I like to group them all together because it's all video games. Over here, let's see what else we can look at. Over here we have the PlayStation 2 Slim. This is not the original PlayStation 2. The original was much fatter, but this is the Slim model. And it's got the connections, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 controllers. It looks a little rough. I haven't tested it yet, but hopefully it will work. And I got a lot of games to go with it. I got a lot of PlayStation 1. I got a lot of PlayStation 2 games. So it's just a matter of testing it. The system doesn't work. It doesn't work, but the games look to be in good condition. So at the very least, I have a feeling that the games should work. Over here we got the stack of PlayStation 1 games, and I'm going to give those a little run through. At the very top, we got a lot of video game manuals. And these might not have too much value to them, but I like to separate them and sell them anyway because, a video game collector, they're going to collect and they're going to want everything about video games. And just the artwork on these little covers alone it's great to see the artwork, you know. You gotta be, I look at every aspect of it. You got Twisted Metal, you got Frogger, you got Crash Bash, you got Galaga, you got Spiral, SpongeBob, Spider-Man. I used to play that game back in the day, great game. You got Gran Turismo. So it's cool just to have like these little artwork books too. Value might not be a whole lot, but it definitely adds a little unique factor to the collection as well. After the booklets, we go on to the actual games. And this is a cool little lot of games. We got a PlayStation demo disc. We got Quake 2. And like I said earlier, most of these games, as far as I can tell, they got the CD, they got the manual, they got the case, in pretty good condition. You know, anything helps when you're trying to sell them, you're trying to add to the value. It's much better to have the booklet, the CD, the case, than just the CD alone. We got Tomb Raider 3. We got Tomb Raider 3, and this is actually a PC game. And I thought this was pretty cool. Check that out. It opens up. You got the original Tomb Raider 3 for the PlayStation, and you got the demo disc. It's those little details that always add value. I'm not sure if this is worth a lot, but it's cool, and the collector is definitely going to want that. You got Spec Ops, Fighting Force, Rainbow Six, Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. I've never seen that one actually, so you know that could be a good one. It could have some value to it. You got Gran Turismo, and this is a good one right here. It's not the original, but it is the greatest hits version of Metal Gear Solid. And when you open it up, it's got everything. It's got the CD, and this one's a double disc. It's got the manual, and it's got the other CD as well, and it's in great condition. So it definitely adds the collectible value to it. As I move on from the PlayStation 1 games, we're going to look at the PlayStation 2 games. We got more Tomb Raider, Rock Band, Tiger Woods, the Eye toy. I didn't even see this. So this goes with the little Eye camera. I've never played it before, but here's the game that goes with it. You got Medal of Honor, and you got another Medal of Honor game. Nothing too crazy rare from what I can see here, but it's nice. Everything's in good condition. Manuals are there. CDs have minimal damage, so I like that. Over here we got a stack of PC games. I'm not too familiar with PC games, but there's some things that caught my eye here. We got Medal of Honor. We got Quake 2 on the PC. That's cool. I don't know the value on it. Got Rainbow Six, StarCraft, Call of Duty. You got Doom 3, Max Payne, The Sims. This is an original game. This was a game changer, and a lot of memories playing this game right here. Got Spearhead, Myst, and Red Alert, Command and Conquer. These are classic games right here. As far as value goes, I don't know if it has too much value, but like I said, you know, more games is better than less, and these definitely add to the overall collection aspect of it. Let's see, over here in the corner, we have another Mario Game Boy Advance game. This is Mario Super Circuit. You got Spiral. These memory cards are definitely cool. They're just kind of unique compared to your average memory card. This one's got a little button on it, so I believe that it's like 3 memory cards built into one. You can save, you can change the slots. You can go to one slot, next slot, and another slot. So it's like having 3 memory cards inside of one. And this one's called the Massive Memory Card. So I think they're both multiple memory cards inside of one. Kind of unique. I don't know if the value is there, but it helps the collection overall. I think coming up on last but not least, we have this nice controller. It came in a hard shell case, and I believe it is a Wii U controller. Just a nice controller overall. It's been well kept, in good condition. Like I said, it's in the hard shell case, so it's nice to have, you know, these nice things. Over here we have these really unique little Game Boy cases. So it's a case for a Game Boy Advance game, and as you can tell, it's in the shape of a Game Boy Advance, which is really cool because I've never seen that before. And we got them in 4 different colors. So as far as value goes, maybe not a whole lot of value, but it's definitely a unique factor to it, and you always have to factor that in. And we can put them right here, and these will protect your Game Boy Advance games. Really cool. Overall, I think that's about the whole collection here. This was only a small piece of what was in the room, because this was a massive storage unit. But like I said earlier, these are the types of collections that I would hope to find, that I want to find in every unit, because it's got a mix of new, old, and it's just great. It's a lot of Mario, a lot of Pokemon. As far as selling it goes, you know, so many ways you can do it, so many ideas. You got to be creative, you got to use your imagination. What do you want to do? You want to go on eBay, you want to go on Facebook, you want to go on Craigslist, you want to meet locally, you want to ship it somewhere, you want to sell everything together, you want to sell it piece by piece, you want to test everything, you want to sell it untested. You got a lot of options. Well, I want to say, you know, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully there'll be a lot more to come. This is what I do. I buy storage units, I find things, I resell them, video games, electronics, antiques, furniture, clothes, new things, old. I'm not a collector. As cool as this stuff is, I don't want to collect it, I want to sell it. So everything here is for sale. There's nothing that I'm keeping. I want to ask you if you could give me a like, give me a follow, give me a comment, tell me you love me, tell me you hate me.